Could these two characters play a vital part in Tekken 8's story? With the Tekken 8 story trailer officially released, we have so much to talk about. But not only does Ancient Ogre show up in the story trailer, he also shows up in the first chapter, which we get to play through in the Tekken 8 demo. And if you watched or played through the first chapter, you see this mystery character who looks like they're in a cave and then researching some ancient images. So I want to talk about these two characters, who they are, and what role I think they could play in the story. So let's do it. So I want to start off with Ancient Ogre. Most of you guys probably already know who he is, but for the few of you that might not, let me give you a quick recap. Ancient Ogre is the first form of the creature known as Toshin, which literally means God of Fighting, and is the main antagonist of Tekken 3, whose power can rival even the Mishimas. We first get a glimpse of him in the Tekken 3 opening. Honestly, he just looks like a big buff Shrek. The thing is, he's not only big and strong, he's also intelligent, and has the power to absorb his enemy's life force, gaining their fighting skills, which you can see in his gameplay. Now, if this isn't scary enough, he has a second form to where he has like the head of a lion, dragon wings, one of his hands turns into like a bunch of snakes, and he can breathe fire, and he gets horns. Definitely looks a lot more demonic than buff Shrek. But for those of you that haven't played Tekken 3, his fate was sealed by Jin Kazama, who was on a mission to get revenge for his mother, June, who was supposedly killed by Ogre, which is why in Tekken 8's story we see a flashback of Ogre and June on the ground. Jin is still dealing with that loss that he couldn't save his mother because he wasn't strong enough. Now here's the thing, the fact that Ogre shows up in the story of Tekken 8 is phenomenal, and it's not just them showing a cutscene from Tekken 3 or something. They actually made a new computer-generated render of Ogre for specifically Tekken 8. And me personally, I think it'd be really cool if he came back. Now, I don't really know how this would work, but whether he has like giant story relevance or not, I would still love to see him as a playable character. Now, the base roster's already been confirmed. We know he's not in that, but the potential for him joining as DLC is still there. And if you already watched my DLC wishlist, then you know that he's one of my top picks. The thing is though, as much as I'd want him to have a role in Tekken 8's story, I feel like adding another main bad guy to the story would take away from Kazuya. So if Ogre is really just gonna show up in memories, I'm fine with that. However, what I do think would be cool is if in the story you get to play as June fighting Ogre off. Is it a losing battle? Yes, but it'd still be a super fun mission. But you guys can let me know in the comments down below. Moving on to our second character. At the end of Tekken 8 Story Chapter 1, we see a character walking through a cave. Now, he could be thrown off by the long hair, but judging by the muscular features of this character, I'm pretty sure it's a guy. But finally, we see this mystery character discover an insane image on the wall, with that image being Azazel and two devils beside him. Honestly, if you just look at this, it looks so sick and terrifying at the same exact time, but I think this right here tells us who this character is. And I think most of you guys already know. I'm thinking that this character is Nicholas Cleason, who is actually Leo's father, and is mentioned in a lot of Leo's story biographies. Nicholas is a well-known archaeologist, spelunker, and martial artist, and he passed all these hobbies down to Leo. And there's even an image here from Tekken 6, where we can get a pretty good look at him. And I'm pretty sure his character is based off of Indiana Jones. I mean, in this image alone, you see them running away from a boulder, and he's got a gun and a whip. But seriously though, who brings their child on an adventure like this? This is a terrible idea. But apparently during a spelunking expedition while Leo was just a child, Nicholas went missing and has not been heard of since. Leo has been on a journey to find him. So with all these old papers, the writings on the wall, whether this is Leo's father or not, this character is going to play a pretty important role in finding out a way to defeat Kazuya. Or at least that's what I think. I just love all these old images connecting the Mishimas to this ancient history of powerful fighters versus demonic forces. But in the end, whether Ogre will play a big part in the story, and if the mystery character is Leo's dad, this is all speculation from me. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. As always, if you enjoyed the content and you aren't subscribed yet, please consider it. It would really help the channel out. I stream every Tuesday and Saturday, and the link to my Discord is in the video's description. Thanks again for watching, and you'll see me later.